Hey everyone, welcome to Anime Facts, where in this video we're going to go over ghouls in Tokyo Ghoul and how they basically work. So, ghouls are carnivorous and cannibalistic species that are only able to feed on humans and other ghouls. They are very similar to how humans look and also have very similar traits where they normally display the same attributes, the same physical appearance and intelligence as a human, with the main exception being that their inner biology, mentality, and diet are a bit more different than humans. If certain rare conditions are met, ghouls and humans may even be able to have an offspring, which in this case can be seen with the one-eyed ghoul and some half-humans. And through a successful kakuho transplant surgery, an artificial hybrid can be created as well. Due to their status as predators of humans, ghouls are prosecuted by the CCG. In regards to their diet, a ghoul can only feed on humans and other ghouls. They are unable to digest any other type of food due to a particular enzyme that their bodies produce. The structure of their tongues is also different from humans, making other foods taste disgusting and uncomfortable. If ghouls attempt to eat normal food, they'll be struck by a powerful urge to vomit, and when forced or forcing themselves to digest such foods, their physical condition will deteriorate. While ghouls cannot eat normal food, they are, however, able to drink coffee as well as drink regular water. Ghouls do not need to eat regularly like humans do. They can survive for 1 month or 2 months on just one single body. However, there are some ghouls that eat merely for pleasure, and when a ghoul enters an extreme state of hunger, they will suffer very painful headaches and their mental ability will be impaired, causing them to become driven by instinct alone. They will feed on any available source of human meat to end this state, even to the point that they will eat their close friends, as shown when Kaneki was willing to eat Hideyoshi Nagashika, who's basically his best friend. But this was stopped by Toka Kirishima. Toka describes this state of near starvation as hell for any ghoul. In regards to their biology, ghouls have a high physical ability and are 4 times to 7 times stronger than the average human, where they are basically able to send an average human flying if struck with enough force. They can also penetrate any human body with their bare hands. They are also capable of jumping to heights not achievable by regular humans. Their bodies are extremely resistant to injury. For example, if a ghoul were to be stabbed with a knife, the blade would break instead, and if in any case, they will receive a small scratch which would heal almost instantaneously. However, higher kinetic forces such as a fall from a great height can and will harm them. Ghoul senses are much keener than those of humans. They can smell people or meat from afar and tell humans and ghouls apart by their scent alone. They also have a heightened sense of hearing that even allows some ghouls to discern individual footsteps from far away. The origin of these aspects of ghoul biology and the origin of ghouls in general is unknown at this point. At large, at the moment, nothing is currently known of the origin of ghoul species except that RC cells play a huge part in their biology. And for more info on RC cells and their influence, check out our other video about the types of ghouls. Ghouls have predatory organ that functions as their weapon and can form claws. These organs are called kagun. It is usually as red as blood, but the colors do vary in the anime to be able to distinguish between kaguns of each individual. It is also extremely flexible but firm and sturdy. When released, a ghoul's physique is strengthened, they are more resilient, and their mobility heightens. A kagun is composed of RC cells which flow just like blood and can become as solid as teeth. It is described as liquid muscles, and it can be found within humans and ghouls. RC cells are the nutrients ghouls need to ingest. Typically, a ghoul stocks RC cells by eating people, and then besides that, within the body, RC cells are concentrated and stored in a kakuho, which is a sac-like organ that is only present in ghouls. The purpose of this organ is basically to store RC cells. The kagun are voluntary muscles, as ghouls can control them whenever they want and repeatedly harden and soften them at will. Kagun size depend on the RC cell's quality and quantity, while the shape depends on the creativity and the intellect of the user. All ghouls have the ability to heal rapidly. Although a ghoul's healing ability is high, the healing of wounds tends to be delayed if the wounds are inflicted by a kagun. In regards to their lifestyle, ghouls have 2 choices of lifestyles. One is to live as a hermit, which in this case they'll remain isolated and avoid society's eyes in general, or 2, attempt to assimilate into human society. Living amongst humans is seen as walking on a thread of rope because of their biology and social records. If they are caught in a ghoul activity or suspected of being a ghoul, investigators have the right to apprehend or kill them as they see fit. Ghouls that are identified as such can be hunted down like criminals as per the ghoul countermeasures law. As such, ghouls will act discreetly or try to hide their faces when engaging in ghoul activities through the use of masks. Ghouls in Tokyo in particular have developed a trend of wearing them to hide their faces, making the masks their identifying feature instead of their face, some even forming gangs based on their masked identity. Since the ghouls are only identifiable by their mask, they are safe so long as their face is not exposed. Others, like Rise, rely solely on their skills of deception and charm to win over their prey. Some ghouls, like the Tsukijama family, have successfully lived in the human world to become higher class citizens. These high class ghouls often meet in ghoul restaurants where they dine on humans. Higher class ghouls, though, have also been known to keep human slaves, such as Big Madam and her pet Rei Suzuya. Some ghouls prefer to live as hermits instead, though, the reason being that a ghoul does not require much due to their high physique and their diet of human meat, and then besides that, they can live adequately as vagabonds with little to no money. Although such a life is generally just as uncomfortable as it might be for a human, but because of their diets, any money they have can be spent on other necessities like rent or entertainment rather than having to buy food. Ghouls can pretend to eat food in order to fool other people into believing they are human. However, they must make themselves throw up soon afterwards, or they will take the risk of becoming sick. Because they can only consume human flesh, they are very territorial when it comes to hunting grounds or places that are useful to hunt humans without notice. Human consumption depends on the ghoul, as some may prefer to be scavengers who only take from people who were recently deceased. Places such as Anteku can provide human meat for these ghouls. Other ghouls may moderately hunt humans as carnivores with thoughts of appreciation for the lives they must consume. Although there are ghouls who will indiscriminately eat as much as they can, ghouls who indulge in these excess amount of foods develop a superficial view on the value of life after consuming so many humans, much like how humans perceive the livestock that they themselves grow and consume, like cows and chickens. So in this case, guys, in a different video, I do explain the different type of ghouls and RC cells that makes them different from one another, so you can check that out. Besides that, that's it, guys. If you guys like this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe if you want to support this channel, and if you have any requests, write it down in the comment section down below. But until next time, guys, see you guys in the next video.